okay to shut up sometimes. Nah, this is not Romeo and Juliet. Don't date the juniors and the seniors. Why are you bullying this young girl?
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be.
Hey guys, it's Nail. Welcome to another video. I'm gonna be answering questions and giving advice to upcoming freshmen or anybody. It doesn't really matter. Anyone in high school. I am an upcoming senior, so class of 2024, and I've learned some stuff like along the way. I'm just gonna give y'all advice and answering questions that y'all probably might have. Advice number one: you do not need mad supplies. Like, you don't need a lot of school supplies. You may need 3 notebooks total. 3, 4, but you don't need that much notebooks. 2 pencils, 2 pens. You could bring a highlighter. Personally, me, I don't really use highlighters or anything, but you could use a highlighter too. And I don't recommend folders. I recommend binders, because folders, they're like, they get messed up throughout the year and they end up like really crusty and nasty throughout the end of the year. So I recommend like really strong binders, and not like one of those big thick kinds. Like, just get those little like 1-inch binders, you know, put all your papers in there and you'll be good for the whole year. I promise you that. Like, and it's, you know, you're gonna be organized throughout the whole year. Don't really need that much school supplies. A couple notebooks, some pens, some pencils, a binder, and that's really it. Like, you don't need that much stuff, for real. Advice number 2: take freshman year seriously. Like, take that seriously. I'm so serious. Like, I wish I would have took it serious. In my freshman year, I had there was quarantine at the time, so I had to do it remote. And when I tell you I was not taking it serious, like, I was not going to none of my classes. I used to skip them a lot. I didn't go. So my GPA throughout was like dropping. GPA is really important, and it builds. If you're in freshman year and you have, you know, good grades through freshman year, you're gonna build your GPA throughout the year. Don't skip. Stop skipping class. And I know it might be hard, because trust me, I used to be the one to skip class, but I'm serious. Do not skip classes. You're gonna miss out on your lessons, and it's not gonna be good for you, because it's on you at this point. Like, come on, your GPA, it's really, I mean, even if you don't want to go to college, you know, it's still important, you know, like, to graduate too, you know. Some people don't know what a GPA is. A GPA is a grade point average. It tracks your progress throughout your studies. It goes from 1.0 to a 4.0. It depends on the grades that you get throughout your whole, you know, freshman, junior, sophomore. You know, it really builds up. I wish I would have took it serious. I really wish I would have. But, you know, since I didn't take it serious then, I took it serious in sophomore year, so that's fine. You are going to lose friends. Friends that you made in middle school are not going to be the same friends that you're going to have. You know, some people grow apart, you know, and just some people just, like, you know, they end up being fake. You end up seeing their true colors throughout, you know, your high school years. And that's fine, because, you know, you could just make new ones. That's fine. But some people love to switch up. You're not going to have those same friends from middle school. And if you do, that's good. Like, that's, some of my friends that I have from middle school are still my friends now, and I'm a senior now. So it really depends. Like, you just gotta make really, really good friends. Hopefully the friends that you made in middle school are, you know, they're the real ones, you know. Do not take boys serious. Not saying you can't date, you know, because I know everybody wants to experiment, you know, but don't take the boys serious. Don't automatically think like, oh, that's my soulmate, like, we're gonna be together forever. Like, nah, this is not Romeo and Juliet. There's a chance that, you know, y'all could be high school sweethearts, but most likely it's not gonna happen. Take boys serious. Don't stress over a boy. Don't stop doing your work because of a boy. don't let boys peer pressure you into doing something that you don't want. And it happens in freshman year most of the time. It's either upperclassmen that like peer pressures freshmen into doing something they don't want. You know, that's when most people start losing their virginities. They start, you know, doing drugs and all it is. I'm telling you right now, like it's not, you know, don't do it. It's not. No. Do not date juniors and seniors. If you are a freshman, there's no reason why you should be dating a senior and a junior. It really depends, because some people are actually nice people, you know. Seniors and juniors, they like to take advantage of, you know, fresh meat. Think of freshman girls or freshman boys easy, you know. Like they think of them as like, oh, you know, they just came from middle school. They're like, how old are they turning? Like 14-year-old boys and girls, and you know, they don't know better, so they just think they're easy. They take advantage of you in that type of way. Don't date the juniors and the seniors, because they love to take advantage of you. Friends. So it's easy to make friends in high school. Like it's easy to make friends, you know, join events, homecoming, football games, volleyball games, basketball games. Like join all the, like do all the games, you know, talk to people. Like it's not hard. I have social anxiety, so it was hard for me to make friends in high school. Like in general, like I couldn't make friends. I had the same friends from 8th grade, so I had the same friends in middle school to now. Like I mean, I made some new friends throughout the years. Like I made new friends, but it was a little bit. It was hard for me to make friends. I was usually the quiet girl. I sit in the front of the classroom. I usually sit in the front of the classroom, and I'm just like, I always have my headphones on, and I just like, I don't like messing with people. I just like to be in my own little bubble. Don't really like to mess with people, and that's fine. I'm saying that's fine. If you don't want to make friends, that's cool. But for the people that do want to make friends, you know, join events, do sports. Even if you're not athletic, it's still cool to do sports, you know. You can make new friends, a new hobby, and you might get better throughout, you know. So I wish I did that. I wanted to join track, but I just never did. And besides, I had a bad ankle anyway, so I didn't know if I could join track anyway. I wanted to do sports throughout, and I was just scared, only because I was scared of what people would think of me. You know, so I regret those, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't stay in the middle of the hallways. Don't run in the hallways. Don't scream in the hallways. Don't, like, you know, don't do any of those things in the hallways. There's like a lot of people. Everybody's pushing through each other and all of this. There's people who walk slow, and, you know, no one has time for that. We only have 5 minutes to get to class. Our school is not big, but the fact that there's a lot of people that, you know, it's hard for people to get to their class right on time. So don't be one of those kids who scream in the hallway, because and when I promise, there's always the freshmen. It's the freshmen. It's dumb. They be screaming in the hallways. They be running in the hallways. Like making a fool out of themselves in the hallways. Save it somewhere else, you know, like in the hallways is crazy. Especially when people need to get to class and you're just like in the middle of the hallways talking to somebody else. Like, move. And don't be a bully. Like, don't be one of those girls who just like, or boys, don't be those girls or boys, because it's boys too, who just like bully people. Like, I don't see the point of bullying. Gossip, don't, like, I mean, okay, you could gossip, because girls love to gossip, and boys too. I be seeing y'all and I be hearing y'all, but you know, people love to gossip, but don't like spread it across the whole school if you don't know what's going on. You know, that could cause problems, that could cause fights, and I think fights are so unnecessary, especially in high school. Like, I feel like it could be so, you could avoid it so easily, but people just love to talk. Sometimes it's okay to shut up sometimes, you know? So don't be one of those girls who bully people for no reason. I remember I saw this one girl, there was this one girl who used to bully this girl in my class for wearing the same thing every day. You don't know what somebody's going through at home, you know? So it's like the fact that you're bullying this girl for wearing the same things, like it's come on, like people don't have morals nowadays. Like, come on. People go through stuff too. So it's like, why are you bullying this young girl for? Don't start drama. The friends that you make are important as fuck. They're important. The people that you hang around with, if you know that you hang around people who love to, you know, start problems, who love to cause fights and stuff, maybe it's time for you to separate yourself so that you don't get into no fights. Like, you're not them, you know? And if you know that, then that's, yeah, like, you don't gotta be them just to have friends. You can make good friends who are not bullies. And I've seen people like that. There was this one girl in my class, and she's so sweet. She's so sweet. Like, when I tell you she's like the sweetest girl I ever met, right? But she hangs around a girl who likes to bully other people. And so it kind of like, you know, it didn't make any sense. Like, she's a sweetheart and the other girl's like a bully and she's mean, you know? So it was like, don't be around those people who likes to bully others, especially because that, you know, that's not your personality. Like, you're a sweet girl and you're like, you know, trying to fit in with other people and talking stuff about them, and you know that's not your vibe, you know? When you choose your elective, make sure it's something that you know that you're gonna like that you're going to enjoy. You could change your electives in the beginning of the school year. Once it's like the middle of the school year, you're not gonna be able to change that. So make sure you choose something that you know you're gonna enjoy. Mind you, throughout my high school years, I did not enjoy none of my electives, and I didn't really get to choose mine. I chose it, but they didn't put me into the elective that I want. So I was stuck with electives that I didn't want to be in for basically my whole 4 years of high school. Well, 3 years of high school. Choose an elective that you know you're gonna like, and that you know that, you know, it's gonna be easy for you. They're fun to do, so. And you really can't change your you know, your 4 main classes: math, science, history, English. You know, you really can't change those. But you could change your schedule. If you don't like your schedule, make sure to change it in the beginning of the year. They're not gonna make you change it after. So make sure to do it at the beginning. I prefer the first week of school. Make sure to change it then, because they're not gonna make you do it after. If you're taking honor classes, I took 2 years of honor classes, freshman year and sophomore year. Probably like 2 weeks of sophomore year, and most in freshman year. If you're taking honor classes, I would tell you to manage your time well, especially if you're doing sports too. Manage your time. Organize, use a planner. I had planners for my whole freshman. When did I have a planner? I had planners for most of my high school years. So freshman through junior year, I had a planner. I organized everything, wrote everything down. If I had an event to go to, write that down. You don't have to use a planner. You could use your phone, because, you know, people don't really write stuff down nowadays. Everything is on, you know, technology now. Try to write things down, manage your time, organize, be organized. If you are a girl, make sure you bring extra pants, extra underwear, a bottle of water, hair ties, you know, all of that, because there's gonna be times when you're going to need it. I've been in that predicament so many times where, you know, I got on my period and it went through my pants and I didn't have any extra pants or underwear, and, you know, so you don't want to go through that. Make sure you keep extra pair of pants in your locker, and keep a emergency kit. I have an emergency kit all the time on me. I bring hair ties, lip gloss, pads, tampons, you know, deodorant, all of that. Lotion, most definitely lotion, especially during the winter time. Lotion. Make sure you bring an emergency kit, because you're gonna need it. If you sit at lunch by yourself, I used to be one of those people, make sure to bring some headphones so that, you know, you could like watch shows or listen to music. You don't have to bring headphones, but, you know, get a book or something, you know, something to entertain yourself. That's if you don't have any friends and you just sit alone at lunch. You don't want to just be eating by yourself, like bored, you know, like bring some headphones. But yeah, that's really all the advice I have to give for now. I feel like there's more, but that's all the basic things that I feel like upcoming freshmen, or you know, people in high school in general should know, you know, like something just real easy, some basic stuff that people should just know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.